What is up? What is up, YouTube? Hey, check it out without a doubt. Let's see what this bad boy is all about. First of all, shout out to Jaguar Wright was down at the courthouse day one. Y'all should have known she was gonna be down there. God dang it. Uncle Mike went the wrong way, y'all. I'm in the Philippines. I should be down there too. I promise y'all, man, I'm gonna make it down there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to New York, get a hotel room, try to stay for 2 or 3 days, film and everything, and talk to some people. After the trial has gone on for a little bit, after like a month of trial, then I want to see what people think they stand at and where Diddy think he stand at on winning or losing or whatever. I'm almost sure if everybody do their job, all you gotta do is halfway do your job on this one, baby. And he gone. Hey, Jaguar Wright exposes celebrities on the DL that disappeared after Diddy's arrest. Lordy day, here we go with this joint today. Lordy day, alright. They disappeared. They on the down low, but they disappeared. Keep it on the down low. I can't sing. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Hey, let's check this bad boy out, man. I would love to see this joint. Here we go.
I think it's getting a little too late for those who are complicit.
That some were doubting.
I think it's getting a little too late for those who are complicit.
That some were doubting you. Did you ever question, like, am I on the right path?
Oh, I never question that. Still don't. Never will. God leads me to do everything I do.
Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucien Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it.
Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Should I keep going?
You're hitting it off.
Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged.
Something weird is happening in Hollywood. Ever since Diddy got arrested, certain celebrities have been vanishing into thin air, completely disappearing from the public eye as if they never existed. And if you ask Jaguar Wright, she'll tell you exactly why.
Jaguar Wright was out there yelling and screaming, monster, 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 monster. And everybody kept saying, she's lying. Meanwhile, the monster is, where's the baby oil in the butt plug? Let's go!
Yep, the same people who were riding with
What? Where's the baby oil in the butt plugs? Let's go. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Kept saying, she's lying. Meanwhile, the monster is, where's the baby oil in the butt plug? Let's go!
Yep, the same people who were riding with Diddy for years are nowhere to be found. And according to Jaguar, Diddy might not be the only one running scared, because this isn't just about one person. This is about an entire system of enablers who thought they'd never have to face the consequences of what they were a part of. Jaguar doesn't just hint at things. She names names. And if you thought Diddy was the only one sweating right now, you're dead wrong. And now, the walls are closing in.
Oh, he's terrified. He's terrified. He's losing confidence everywhere. But the only confidence he's worried about keeping secure Or those white boys that he worked for.
According to her, this is just the beginning. The dominoes are falling, and more names are about to be exposed. So where did these celebrities disappear to? Are they hiding because they're guilty? Or are they just trying to escape the inevitable fallout? Let's break it all down. You might be wondering, how did Jaguar Wright manage to come out so slickly when these Diddy-type creatures were out here eliminating people left and right? I mean, we've seen what happens to those who speak out. So how is Jaguar still standing? Well, the answer is simple. She's been through hell just to keep speaking the truth. And trust me, she's paid the price.
The life of a true whistleblower is to choose to have a life with no real existence. You have to move like the wind.
Right.
You know, people, they say I'm homeless because they don't know where I live. But the truth is I live in 5 different states simultaneously.
Yeah.
See, I had to learn to play 3-card Monty with my life.
Yep.
Now, you might get all my addresses, but you're just going to have to figure out when I'm there.
Exactly.
But you have to think like that. Your life is constant contingency, contingency, contingency. And then the people that they pay to come into your life.
Mm-hmm.
Truth is there's nobody that comes in my life that doesn't go through a very, very, very rigorous vetting process. I gotta.
Right.
You got bad credit, we can't be friends. If you're in debt, we can't be friends. If popularity is what you're interested in, we can't be friends. Because see, these are all things that can be used to manipulate you. You got sick family members, I'ma pray for y'all from afar. Because you do anything to save their life, and the people that want me will pay anything.
See? That's the thing they don't want you to know. This isn't just about industry beefs or social media rants. This is about powerful forces working overtime to silence the ones who refuse to play by the rules. And Jaguar? She's the last person who's ever gonna back down. But let's make one thing clear. Jaguar doesn't just hint at things. She doesn't speak in riddles. Nah, she names names. And trust me, the list is long. We're talking Barack Obama, J-Lo, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Stevie J, Eve, even royals and politicians. She's not holding back at all. Stevie J, who was practically joined at the hip with Diddy, has been eerily silent. This is a man who loves attention, but lately, he's barely been seen.
I'm gonna tell you who I believe is on the tapes. I believe Barack Obama got a tape.
Yeah, he playing hide the hot dog.
I know Jennifer Lopez has multiple tapes.
Oh yeah. Oof.
I know Beyonce got a tape.
Wow.
I definitely know they probably recycled some old Stevie J and Eve stuff. I know Drake got a tape. I know Rihanna got a tape. I know Chris Brown's on one of them tapes. I know Trey Songz has been like a supporting actor in many freak-off films. Definitely Usher. I think what would shock people are the politicians. And the royals that were on that tape. And I'm still trying to figure out when Harry and Meghan are gonna be honest about their freak-off tape.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really wants to talk about the fact that the royal family had many times at Diddy party, especially that weirdo uncle. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged.
She says.
Should I keep going?
I mean, you're hitting it off.
Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him. Or for Justin Bieber alone.
So for those who think Jag is just making up stories, let me ask you this. If Jaguar was just talking nonsense, why is it that every time she speaks out, someone in the industry starts moving real funny? Why are certain names always circling these industry scandals? Coincidence? Or is she really exposing a much darker reality? Because one thing's for sure, Jaguar knows too much. And if history has taught us anything, it's that people who know too much don't always get to tell the whole story. Now here's where things start getting real interesting. Because Jaguar Wright wasn't just the first one to call out the tragic fates of all the Uptown OGs, except for Diddy. She was also the first one to question why J-Lo always seems to slip away unscathed.
Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know, you want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And I'll Be Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning is gone.
Think about it. All these powerful men in the industry, gone. Their careers, ruined. Their lives, tragic endings. But J-Lo, she somehow survives every storm and keeps it moving like nothing happened. And according to Jaguar, that's not by accident.
Why is nobody acknowledging Jennifer Lopez and her grand witch status?
Oh, yes.
Don't look me in my eyes. Yeah, because you're a witch and you don't want them to see what's hiding behind there. Now they're talking about the killing of the pigeons in the park and Diddy got off and all of that. Everyone who knows Jennifer Lopez knows she's very heavy into Santeria.
And her first husband has gone on the record and said that she does rituals and
she's a witch.
Animal sacrifices covered in blood. We also know that she was allegedly the gun mule for the club shooting.
For the shooting of Natanya Rubin.
Exactly.
And she's the one who threw the gun out the window.
And then they got Diddy off the hook. And then Shine Barrow was thrown into jail. And there's also a woman, allegedly, that sat and watched an underage child be by Diddy and another celebrity. And that was the night of the VMAs years ago when Diddy was with J-Lo. I looked it up. They were actually at least one of the after parties together. That's when she wore the famous white outfit, the stupid bandana.
Yeah.
Now, is it your opinion that she is the woman that sat and watched Diddy and another celebrity a child, if that story is
I
true?
would not be surprised.
Jaguar has always said that J-Lo is in one way more shady business than you could ever count. And that whole Ben 2.0 disaster, that was just a cover story to help her make a smooth disappearance. While the media was busy obsessing over her marriage crumbling in real time, she was already one step ahead, slipping away from the spotlight before things got too hot. And let's not forget, The Diddy and J-Lo saga was never just about love. Jaguar has been digging deep, and what she's uncovered? Unthinkable. This was never just about a Hollywood power couple. It was about something way darker lurking beneath the surface.
But do you know who I would rather see a woman preside over? Jennifer Lopez. When she's finally held accountable for the part she played in the harm that was put on Tanya Rubin's life.
Do you think they'll bring up charges on Jennifer Lopez?
They better. She committed perjury. And the attorney that was representing the defense side of that suborned perjury. Last time I checked, there's no statute of limitation on perjury. We can start there.
Last time I checked.
Let's bring Jenny to the cell block. She's been to every other block.
Sometimes they'll open up a case to bring light on other cases. Do you feel the Shine, the club night with him and Jennifer Lopez will come back to light?
Oh, absolutely, it has to.
And let's not ignore Kevin Hart. He was practically Diddy's shadow at one point. Always at the same parties, always laughing it up. But now, Kevin has suddenly gone MIA when his name should at least be in the conversation. Why the radio silence?
I have insider information on Diddy and Kevin Hart's involvement. I know this because I was on a TV show with a girl who was actively dating Diddy at the time. There I am. A quick Google search will tell you who she is. This girl was paparazzi'd with Diddy back in 2022-2023. Obviously, the cast was concerned about her because the Cassie lawsuit just dropped before filming. Now, the first week of filming just had to be Valentine's Day. Now, Diddy's girl got a very expensive bouquet of flowers delivered on Valentine's Day, but she refused to tell anybody who it was from. It's a reality show, so obviously drama went down. Diddy's girl decided to leave the house for a week. So my girl and I decided to break into her room to redecorate it for show purposes. Just playing along with the drama of the show, we were shocked by what we found.
Bros, there's no way. Bro. Oh my God, from Puff.
The flowers were from Diddy. Love, Puff. This sent my girlfriend into a spiral. As a woman, she was terrified that Diddy had our address. She let the girl know how she felt and put the card back where she found it. The girl told Diddy what happened, and then Diddy threatened production. So the Diddy girl started screaming at my girlfriend, saying that Diddy was going to sue her because of what she wrote on the note. Worried that we were all going to discuss this sick shit that he was doing on our TV show. The fact that he wanted to silence a girl that he doesn't even know for writing on a note is absolutely insane. Production then pulled every cast member aside and instructed us to no longer have any Diddy conversation for the duration of the show. Diddy threatened to bankrupt our TV show and my girlfriend. We thought it ended there, right? But then Diddy's girl got mentioned in a lawsuit that came out publicly. When this went down, Diddy's girl happened to be in a fight with another castmate. Now that castmate just happened to be dating J-Lo's ex-boyfriend Casper. Diddy's girl was scared that the other castmate was gonna use this Diddy stuff against her during their fight. So she decided to make a call to guess who? Kevin Hart. Now, at the time, none of us knew it was actually Kevin Hart until later on. So Kevin Hart called Casper and threatened him to make sure he gets his girl in check on the show. Now, Casper's girlfriend told all of us that Diddy's girl was also sleeping with Kevin Hart, who happens to be married with children and best friends with Diddy. Kevin Hart clearly made the call to Casper to ensure that Diddy's girl stayed quiet about the affair that him and her were having because, once again, he's married. Kinda weird that Diddy and Kevin Hart are both sleeping with the same girl and threatening our TV show, isn't it? Now listen, I'm just an ordinary blue-collar worker from Jersey, okay? Who happens to be dating a famous OF model, which is how I got on the show in the first place. Now, I'm not a social media star, I'm not famous, I have no reason to lie about any of this shit, okay? Now, the only reason I'm telling you guys all this is because when I was in Hollywood filming this TV show, I went through some sick, twisted Okay, so let me know if you guys want to hear about it all, because I'd be happy to make a part 2.
And let's not act surprised, because this B-list actor, Vinny Buffa, just spilled some scorching tea about how Diddy was passing girls around like party favors in his inner circle. And guess what? Kevin was part of that circle. Now, this isn't just about friendship. Kevin and Diddy might have shared a whole lot more than just laughs and connections. And if that's the case, it explains why Kevin is suddenly MIA.
What the hell are Diddy and Kevin Hart doing with the same girl? Said girl was named as a paid S worker in a public Diddy lawsuit which came out while we were filming. It makes me wonder what the hell is going on between the two of them. Because sharing the same alleged S worker is pretty sketchy. My questions are, why were Diddy and Kevin Hart, two of the most famous men in Hollywood, doing even in the vicinity of our low-budget, no-name Tubi show? Why were they going through such great lengths to silence people on such a small project? Shouldn't they not care? Isn't all this way beneath them?
This is why silence speaks volumes, because if Kevin really had nothing to do with any of this, wouldn't he be out here denouncing the allegations like everyone else? Instead, he's gone ghost. And in Hollywood, that only means one thing: there's something to hide. Now, if there's one person who's been in bed with Diddy's empire longer than anyone else, it's Jay-Z. For years, he and Diddy were untouchable. Business deals, club appearances, music collabs, public partnerships, left and right. But now that the walls are closing in, Jaguar Wright isn't letting Jay-Z slip through the cracks.
You believe Jay-Z's worse than Diddy, and I believe
Absolutely.
that. Do you believe he's higher up, in the food chain above?
Now
Diddy?
he is. Now he is. He wasn't, which is why I know he's doing everything that he can do to play both sides against the middle, to make sure that Diddy goes down and he stays clean.
Do you think he's scared right now? Do you think Beyonce's scared?
Oh, absolutely. Did you know that Tony Busby, the lawyer that's doing all the Diddy lawsuits, just got sued?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
By a prominent figure. They're trying to make everybody believe it's Kevin Hart. But the funny thing is, the lawsuit that's suing Tony Busby, Spiro is a partner. And Alex Spiro is Jay-Z's personal lawyer.
Oh, so it's probably Jay-Z then that's doing the suing.
Of course they'd use Kevin's name. But it ain't Kevin. Why is Alex Spiro popping up everywhere? He got Alex. He got Alec Baldwin off of a crime he didn't commit, and everyone is heralding him to be this amazing lawyer. He's not an amazing lawyer. It was a stacked deck, and he knew when to pull the right card to make it look like everything went away. But the truth is, Alec Baldwin was a patsy to cover up for why they actually had that woman killed.
Jaguar accurately predicted that Jay-Z would be the one suing Tony Busby, the lawyer representing Diddy's victims, not Kevin Hart, not any of these small fish, but Jay-Z himself. Why? Because let's be real, big sharks always use small sharks as scapegoats. That's how they stay on top. And while everyone was out here thinking Kevin was the one making moves behind the scenes, the real mastermind was Hart. But here's the kicker. Jag is positive that Jay-Z won't get away with it forever. She's been right before, and if her track record tells us anything, it's that his time's coming. While Jay-Z is clawing his way to the top, there are others who have far bigger problems at hand. Remember Ellen DeGeneres? The same Ellen who spent decades proudly calling Diddy her close friend? Well, it seems like she's taking a page straight out of the Diddy playbook. Disappear when the heat gets too much.
Now getting extra scrutiny is Ellen DeGeneres. So between 2006 and 2022, Combs appeared as a guest on DeGeneres' daytime talk show more than a dozen times.
17 times! I've been on the show 17 times!
And during his first appearance in 2006, Combs wasn't really shy about sharing private details.
I'm definitely a nighttime person.
What time do you stay up till?
I stay up till like maybe 6 in the morning. I'm back up at like 10:30, 11.
6 in the morning? What do you do every night till 6 in the morning? You don't go to clubs every night.
No, I make love a lot. And,
That's
Ellen,
my favorite answer ever.
Many
That sounds funny now, but now you think about it. Hold up now. Wait a minute. But it was cool back then.
clips of his guest spots have resurfaced recently, including discussions between Combs and Ellen about his infamous parties.
It'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
And then it will carry on there.
Yeah. Then the after party.
No, I know about them.
And years later, Combs said he wanted to attend one of Ellen's parties.
I have to arrive fashionably late.
All right. Not too late, though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not too late. Because, once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I promise you I'm not going to let you down on this big one.
All right,
For
good.
real.
Good.
Your feet are going to have blisters. You're going to be dancing so hard.
I can't wait.
Now, the two seem to kind of dance around the apparently open secret that Combs' parties were beyond wild, with reports of drugs and multiple participants and more. And as the allegations against Combs have mounted, many have called his interviews with Ellen now creepy.
So no money on you?
It's just a little bit of money on me.
Oh, you do have money on you. Lord have mercy. Where are you going after this? It's all 20s. Where are you going after this? What are you doing?
You know what we doing, we plan to do, girl.
Let's not forget, Diddy was never subtle about the company he kept. He was cocky, loud, and made it clear he didn't care who saw what. So why did Ellen think she'd get away with her decade-deep ties to him without scrutiny?
There is a difference between a wild party and something that is criminal. Okay, there's a difference between having a great time and something that's an illegal freak-off. And having said that, remember when I told you about those freak-offs, right? Cassandra Ventura, as well as prosecutors, said in legal filings that people forced to participate would often have to get IV drips to recover from exhaustion and prolonged drug use. Well, in 2016, Combs appeared on stage with blue gauze around his arm and explained that he was just getting an IV drip backstage. He'd apparently arrived at the studio with it.
They said that I would have to stay. I said, no, I have to go. I said I could pull it out myself. So I walk in and I'm talking to Ellen. I have the IV and then the blood is going down. I start to panic. I go into the bathroom and I pulled it out myself and I just made it here and I love you.
I love you too.
So of course the natural question is, what was going on right before this taping?
Ellen's downfall didn't just end with her show getting shut down. Shortly after the world started connecting dots between her and Diddy, her famous DJ, Stephen T. Witch, Boss, tragically took his own life. Coincidence? Maybe. But a little too convenient? Absolutely.
Ellen, that moment where she tried to help Diddy, help Chris Brown and yada, 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 and then gave him the that gross nickname that was found on Twitter? Yikes. What are your thoughts on Ellen? Do you think misunderstood hero, or is she a villain?
Degenerate. And not because she's lesbian, because I'm bisexual. I remember that Ellen episode. It was very groundbreaking, and I hated the way they shamed her. I hated the way they shamed her, but she did what everybody else does. She conformed. And, Ellen has her own proclivities, but right now, I hate Ellen over Twitch. Like, I'm never going to get over Twitch. I'm never going to get over the fact that even in this new special that she did, pretty much telling everybody to kiss her ass and love her because she made nice look cool, even though she's a like, I'm mad that there was no acknowledgement or even honoring Twitch. Like, I don't know if anyone has noticed, she's pretty much acted like Twitch never happened.
It's tragic what happened to Twitch.
I don't understand how Harvey Leviathan was able to get to the scene of the incident so quickly, because it was supposed to be an ooey idol, right? Last time I checked, people don't text TMZ and say, hey, I'm about to unalive myself. Can you be here?
And let's not forget that one of the famous ride and die of Diddy, Oprah Winfrey's absence, is also being called out by the fans. You might have noticed that ever since Diddy got arrested, Oprah is on a no-screen vacation, and that's raising some serious red flags.
I don't get it. I don't understand. I wish she would just come out the closet. Like, she's really taking this, don't ask, don't tell too far. And she ain't never been in the military.
Well, she is a snake. Like, there's no bigger snake than Oprah. Because I cover Michael Jackson. I'm curious your thought. I believe Michael Jackson's actually innocent. I've been doing a whole documentary.
Although Michael Jackson is innocent, they targeted him. And for her to play in his face while he was alive, those boys to discredit him, and then her to bring it back right after he passed away. The way she did Luther Vandross when he...
She does all this. She does all this so she can actually help cover up the crap that she's doing. Both of them. That's how they do. That's how snakes do. All I got to do is put this, they prey on the weak. They got to prey on somebody because they don't prey on Uncle Mike. They got to prey on the weak. Michael Jackson was weak, rest in peace. All he knew how to do is sing, and his father beat him into being amazing. You are the man now. Who's the man? Oh, man, I can't wait to get back home, baby. When I get back home, I'm going to become the man. Yeah. Oprah and Ellen, Puffy, all of y'all, it's over with. It's done. You done, cuz? Here we go, man.
He was alive. Those boys to discredit him, and then her to bring it back right after he passed away. The way she did Luther Vandross when he passed away. The way she just, exploited him laying in that bed. The way she did, the way she does the way she's doing Taraji P. Henson. I think she should be tried in the court of public opinion for what she's doing to poor Fantasia. It's sad.
If there's one thing we've learned from Jaguar Wright, it's that she doesn't speak unless she has receipts. So the question is, why are all these celebrities disappearing at the exact same time? Are they just laying low? Or is there something far bigger happening behind the scenes? Because if history has taught us anything, it's this. When people know too much, they don't always get to tell the whole story. And Jaguar Wright, she knows everything. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think these celebrities are really hiding something? Or is this just Hollywood being Hollywood? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because trust me, this story is far from over.
Man, hey, God, dog. Hey, check this out, man, without a doubt. She messed over Monique. She got a school. You got all this money. Puffy and Oprah. You got all this money and you done made a school, which means you hiring the teachers and the education system to help these poor people, but your schools are tore up. How you got all this money and your schools are tore up? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Ellen, you got all these people to work for you to say you're an ugly person. That ain't right. Talk to my employees. Talk to the people who work for Uncle Mike. I bet you they almost cry. They so happy. I don't understand this. I don't understand how these snakes. They snakes. Steve Harvey. They snakes, man. And y'all sit there and worship. They millionaires. I can't believe Oprah and The Rock. The Rock fell into it. My bad. The Rock fell into it. That Rock, he didn't understand, but he started learning the easy way. He said, oh, nah, y'all ain't gonna mess up my people. I got a very little bit of fans that love me. Shout out to all my patrons. We've been uploading. Hey, I'm letting y'all know, man, you can become a patron. We put a lot of free stuff up there for the patrons and stuff. In fact, I need to put some more stuff up. I'm letting y'all know, man. Real recognize real. Fake recognize fake. And the more real people stand up, the better this world is going to be. These shy people, you don't have to be shy, man. Why are you shy? Shy of what? If you, oh my God, man, I'm not gonna preach to y'all. We're gonna get back on this Diddy. This day 3 coming up, y'all. Cassie's supposed to be testifying. Cassie's supposed to be there on day 3. God dang it, I messed up. I did right. I should have been at the courthouse. Y'all. I should have been at the courthouse. Anyway, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.